So welcome back to Coventry Woods Nature Preserve here in Chester County, Pennsylvania. Today is February 19th, Saturday morning. Not too cold, about 30 degrees right now. Warm up just a little bit more. It's gonna get a lot windier today, later in the day, so we're gonna get a little bit of hiking done before the big winds come, like 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts today. All right, so yeah, we're gonna look for what's called the Great Oak along the Great Oak Trail. When I was here last time walking along the Furnace Trail, I think I might mention the Great Oak Trail, and someone mentioned it in one of the comments about the Great Oak. So we're gonna go look for that today, see what we can find. So this time I parked by what's called the Fernbrook Road access. I think Fernbrook Camp is down that way. There's a parking lot here. They have a sign here for the Great Oak Trail. I think it just goes this way and it kind of loops back up and goes for a ways off that way. The person mentioned you can see the Great Oak from the road at one point, I think they said, but I'm not sure where it is. We're just going to hike the trail until we find the Great Oak. You all know I love big trees, so I'm hoping this is a big one. It's called the Great Oak, so it should be great. Alright, quick little update. We were just down there. I hiked up that way. It has a sign for the trail, but I know the map shows it going up that way and then coming up along the road here, but I see no signage for it all or nothing. And I don't see any huge oak tree that way, so I'm just gonna let that go. I know the trail comes up here, so to follow the road. Go up here, I see another sign for it, so we'll head up this way. Just trying to cover all my bases. I want to find that Great Oak, but I don't see it anywhere behind me, so yeah, a little bit weird. I don't like weird trail situations like that. I think a trail should just be really super clear. Back there it's not. It's kind of weird. Yep, so here's another sign for it, the Great Oak Trail. Hopefully our Great Oak is down this way somewhere and not back behind me where I missed it. But we'll see. If not, we'll still have a fun hike. Yes, I'm really hoping there is. We got a woodpecker up there. You can hear it. Really hoping there is something up here, a Great Oak. Because the other place I was going to stop at this morning turned out to be a bust. There's an old African-American cemetery near French Creek Park I was going to stop in and check out. But turns out it is on private property, and I couldn't get permission today to check it out. Person didn't seem all that eager to have me check it out either. It was kind of odd, I thought, but anyway, I just let that one go. That's the way it is sometimes, so. It's not a bad time weather-wise this morning yet, but like I said, it's going to get really windy this afternoon. There are some big oak trees out here, but I don't think they're the Great Oak. I mean, there's a big red oak tree right there. But it doesn't look like a Great Oak. That's a nice stream. It's just another very quiet day out here in the woods. Yeah, I talked about that in other videos. Also, it seems like whenever a storm is coming, there's always that calm right before. Like everybody's just preparing for it. That's in the wildlife and everything. Hunkering down. no great oak yet, but now my mind is starting to, play tricks with me a little bit, trying to tell me that maybe the great oak was way back where we started. I just missed it. But there's still more of this trail. It goes up closer. Actually, it hooks up with the Furnace Trail, where we hiked last time we were here. It does another little loop up there. So the great oak might be up there. I was thinking about starting up there rather than back where I did, but we'll see how that plays out. Search continues. Yeah, and once again, there are those signs here for the charcoal hearths. The sign in there. Because last time we were here, we were on the Furnace Trail. I was looking for signs of an iron furnace. But it turns out that Furnace Trail is named after a Hopewell iron furnace, which we've been to a number of times. But there is no furnace. From what research I could gather, what people have told me, there's no iron furnace on the Furnace Trail. All the charcoal here, or a lot of it, went over to Hopewell. We still had fun that day. We found those mystery buildings up on the ridge, which wasn't all too far from where we are now. Alright, so we have arrived at a trail junction. So with a white blaze trail, but we want to turn left. We're going to keep following the, I don't know what you call it, the tan blaze trail, which is sharing with the white trail. You can see a white blaze and a tan blaze. The tan, or the light brown blaze, is the Great Oak Trail. And just up ahead we'll be coming up on the Furnace Trail, that blue blaze trail that we hiked when we were here last time. Which I think is just right up that way a ways. And as promised, here is our blue blazed trail. Yeah, last time we were here, we came from that way, the parking lot over there, and went down that way, did a little loop and came back down this trail right here. Yeah, of course, directly behind us is where we just came up though this time. So it's like a whole trail junction here. Lots of colors. We're gonna head this way. So this is the blue, the white, and the tan blaze trail all in one right here. You can see all three colors on the tree there. So this section here we hiked when I was here last time. But just up ahead there'll be another trail junction. And hopefully the Great Oak awaits us up here somewhere. Unless it's, like I said, way back where we started. But I hope it's not. Alright, so here we go. Here's that other junction. Of course, the Furnace Trail goes that way. Then the Great Oak makes a loop. You can go up that way and come back this way. So I think... yeah, let's go this way. Let's go straight ahead. It's still the white blaze trail too. So this part we have not been on, this little loop here. I don't see not seen a Great Oak anywhere yet. But maybe we'll be surprised yet. Alright, and yet another trail junction. So the white blazed trail is the Coventry Trail, which goes off that way. We're going to stick to the Great Oak Trail, Looks like we have a green blaze trail here too, the Rock Run Trail. Alright, well I finished that little loop there and still no great oak. So I guess it is probably as I feared. Maybe we missed it back at the beginning of the trail, back where we parked. So we're gonna head back that way and I will catch up with you when we get back that way, and then we'll look around again. Yeah, I feel like the viewer that mentioned it to me said you could see it from the road. I forget which road he mentioned offhand, but alright, well at least we hiked the whole Great Oak Trail though. Get some exercise in today. Like I said, I'll catch up with you back near the beginning, unless we see something cool between here and there, but I'll see you up ahead again. Alright, so we're back at that little bridge, this little stream here. Up here is this one oak tree I pointed out earlier. It is a nice sized red oak tree there. I'm not sure if that's the one they mean or not. It is a nice sized tree, but I feel like the one we're looking for is going to be bigger than that. Let me just take a walk down here. I feel like they would have it labeled too, you know, the Great Oak. So I have a feeling that's not the oak tree they're talking about, or what the trail's named after. So we're getting back to where we started. I can see the parking area over there. So we'll keep our eyes open once we get back there, see if there's anything back at the start. Just zoomed in on that bird there. Is that there it is again. I'm not sure what he is offhand. But he's posing beautifully for us. Where's the Great Oak, buddy? Alright, so we're almost back down to the road, but there is a rather large white oak tree down there on the other side of the road. Is that our Great Oak? There's also one. It's a beautiful house over there. There's also one right there. This one down here is bigger. I wonder if that's the Great Oak. That's on private property over there. It's right next to the sign here, the Great Oak Trail. So we won't walk over to that one. Obviously belongs to them, but maybe that's what they're talking about. Just a guess. But since we're here, I'll just quick cross the road, maybe give you a little bit of a size or scale. We'll stay off their property, but just stay on the side of the road. It's a big one. So, yeah, back where, there it is, back there. So, for a Great Oak, I'd be thinking something maybe even bigger than that, though. So this is the part of the trail I skipped at the beginning that kind of went along the road. Did that initial kind of weird loop, but they do have the blaze marks on the trees here. Just go this way, see if I did miss anything back this way. Try to cover all our bases. I'm starting to think that maybe what I'm looking for as far as the Great Oak is not actually in the Coventry Woods Nature Preserve. Because I know someone did message me about it. I guess I should have found that message again before I came here, but maybe it's just in an area near this preserve, like off on the road. So maybe I might just drive around just a little bit, see if it is. Because I noticed even when looking at Google Maps, there was a local business named after the Great Oak too. So maybe it's a local feature in the area, just not along the Great Oak Trail. But I feel like if you name a trail the Great Oak Trail, there should be a Great Oak along that trail. Just my opinion, though. But anyway, so maybe we'll just drive around just a little bit. If I find anything, I'll get back to you. Well, I drove around for a little bit, kind of looking around, but I'm kind of driving blindly at this point if I don't know the exact spot where it's located. But yeah, a little bit disappointed. I was thinking that since it was called the Great Oak Trail, that there'd be this huge, monstrous oak tree, you know, right along the trail, or maybe like within viewing distance of the trail. But unless it was maybe that one large one we saw in the yard, but I kind of doubt it. But maybe it was. But anyway, still a cool trail to hike here in well, we're not at Coventry Woods anymore, back at Coventry Woods, so. But it is what it is, as I say. Still a cool hike. Got some exercise today. Anyway, gonna get home before the windstorm hits. As always, thanks for coming along, and I'll see you around.